Nick, welcome back to some more Project Sacrifice.
Hello, Isaac. Hello, welcome back to some more Project Sacrifice. We are here in a lovely, lovely green, lush, oaky, delicious, 21-year aged base. Isaac.
Yeah, dark oak, barrel-aged, luscious, delicious, silky smooth. It drinks deliciously.
Notes.
Notes of dark chocolate, almond, caramel.
Almonds.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Where do I buy?
Right, I'm gonna go to my drinks fridge. I'm gonna go get a glass of whiskey. All right, I'll be right back. I need it to get through at 9:35 a.m. on a Tuesday morning.
Anyway, welcome back, Nick. We have unlocked a new chapter of the quest book. In fact, we had this unlocked, I think, for the remainder, or for the most part, in the last episode. But we did work last time on upgrading and setting up this Well of Suffering, right? We have this up and running now.
Yes.
Our mob farm is kind of automatically feeding life points to us, man. And we do have, I'm going to be generous and call it 1,000 buckets of life essence in this blood altar, Nick. It is massive. I've not really done much thinking about the logical aspect of the fact that the blood altar itself doesn't get any bigger, but its capacity does. Does that mean that the life points are being held inside these runes? Like it trickles down into the capacity runes?
I was just going to say that the blood is just at a higher pressure within the same
we're just
volume,
densifying
it. Yeah, it's just pressurized. Yeah. So this is, the blood is practically it's like seeping out of the seams because of the pressure it's under in here.
Do you reckon that these runes of capacity around the outside kind of act like magnets that are all pushing on the same pole towards the center? They're all north facing or whatever, and it's kind of holding it just compressed
shoving
in
that
place.
Blood through. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm glad we figured that out scientifically, man. That makes a lot of sense.
Same, Isaac. Same. We do a lot of science here, all right?
So much science, Nick. It's all we do. We're both men of science. So we have the Project E will help, right? PS it won't quest line.
Right.
And we have completed the first quest here. We did this right at the end of the last episode. The recipe for the industrial grade metal doesn't have any MC value, but thankfully is surprisingly cheap. You take one iron ingot, you put it in the altar, it takes 200 life points, and you get one of these industrial grade metals. And so, in fact, if we kind of unlock the drawer here and I lock in the one industrial grade metal that we made last episode, I think I should just be able to kind of just, whack these in like this, and they're just going to very, very quickly move over. In fact, I can almost not click fast enough to put these in, man.
Real fast. Yeah, this altar is just staying full, Isaac. It's all that pressure, man. It's all that pressure.
It's too full, man. So now that we have the industrial grade metal, that unlocks for us kind of two things. One is the macerator. We go through FTB industrial contraptions, which, for those unfamiliar, is kind of like an FTB fork of industrial foregoing. Is it not industrial foregoing? Industrial craft? Of Industrial Craft 2 from back in the day. And then on the right-hand side, Nick, we were looking at this previously, this charged Certus quartz, right? And there are kind of two ways that we can make charged Certus quartz. There's the charger from Applied Energistics, which we've already figured out we can't make because it requires a fluix crystal, and you need charged Certus quartz to make the fluix crystal, so you've got a chicken and egg problem there. So we do have to make the Tesla coil here from Create Crafts and Additions. The problem that we didn't notice in the past, last time we didn't make it just because we didn't want to set up the mechanical crafting wall, but this recipe does require industrial grade metal, and so even if we wanted to make it in the past, I feel like it wouldn't have been doable, to be honest.
Yeah, we would have had to have waited for this tier 5 altar, right?
Correct.
So, yeah. We've got it. We can do it. And that means, unfortunately, we are going to have to build the crafting wall.
Yeah,
finally,
that's correct.
So we can't kick this can any further, Isaac. We're just going to have to do it.
We do need to set that up. But I'm also wondering, Nick, if it's going to be worth it for us to set up a more advanced storage system, i.e. refined storage or AE2. Specifically, I was thinking about it in relation to the blood altar. If we can whack a crafter onto the blood altar, and then begin the process of setting it up in such a way that we can request all of the different tiers of slate, or we can request the industrial grade metals. I feel like that's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier going forward, so that we don't have to kind of, unlock the drawer, put the new item in, lock the drawer, put the thing into the blood altar, have it be pulled out, that whole rigmarole every time we want to craft something. I was tempted to go with AE2 here instead of refined storage, because I think AE2 would make it easier to do like the blocking craft where you only put one item into the blood altar at a time. But man, does this pack ever make it like way easier to do refined storage, man, because everything in refined storage has an EMC value and nothing from AE2 has any EMC value.
I was going to say, because AE2 is, oh gosh, I've been poisoned.
Yeah, there's witches up high.
As someone dropped a poison on my head as like a form of revenge. I saw a bottle flying then.
I did have to put in the trash can down here with another advanced item collector between episodes, because there was just a mass of mob drops when I came on the server from all the mobs dying.
I see.
At the lower level. Also, the small little thing, we had a mistake set up last episode. Down here, we set up this compressed refined EMC link, and I noticed that between episodes, because the filtered link cable was not demoted in priority, which in this case means you increase the priority number because the smaller number goes first, whenever we put items in the system, they were actually getting put straight into the compressed refined EMC link.
And being turned into
EMC.
Stone.
They were just getting turned into, it was basically just like putting them in our arcane transmutation tablet for us.
Right.
It was very confusing, because I was trying to craft this item collector, and I thought I was losing my mind. Like, I crafted some blaze powder, I put it in the system, I went to craft a Eye of Ender, and it was like, nope, you don't have any blaze powder. And I'm like, what? And then I go to craft the actual, like, advanced item collector, and it's like, no, you don't have the basic item collector. It took me a few minutes, man, but I figured it out in the end. Anyway,
that's good.
I'm going to work on this Tesla coil, man, if you want to work on getting a basic refined
storage stuff. Yeah, no, that sounds good, and that is very useful. Yeah, I was going to say, given that Applied Energistics 2, all of its items are in the Project E will help, right? Quest line.
Correct.
I was going to say, none of this stuff is going to be very useful in terms of actually having a EMC value or anything like that, which is obviously not the best. This is the thing, Isaac. I will continue to hark and harp and harm on about the fact that refined storage is better than Applied Energistics 2, notwithstanding.
In this case, it's because this is a creator choice.
I refuse to look at that part of this that part in this argument, Isaac.
That's like saying you like Pepsi more than Coke, and that's because your I don't know, your local store does like a discount where they sell it for
creator
1 pence.
Has clearly favoured refined storage over Applied Energistics 2 by giving them a EMC value, giving the items EMC value, Isaac. So what can I say? Don't shoot the messenger, man. This is Morse UK.
Don't shoot the messenger, shoot the game. That's the setting that I've heard.
Exactly.
I also might set up I might take another detour, man. I might do a detour within a detour. I might set up a reactor from power.
Oh, yeah, you should do that, man. You should do that.
We only have the Sterling Dynamo.
I was going to say, yeah, you might as well, given that like you can probably pull pretty much everything out of the transmutation tablet, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like everything here, we don't have uraninite, how the heck do we get uraninite? Because that's also required, right? It does have an EMC value, which is good. I wonder if the uraninite essence is makeable. It's not, unfortunately. You can smelt raw uraninite, but that's also kind of unobtainable. Oh, I see. We can use the energizing orb to turn uranium ingots into uraninite. This is fine. But yeah, the nitro reactor does have an EMC value in and of itself, so I only have to make one batch of it as well, and then I can get all 36 that are required to actually do the craft there, man.
Nice. This is very good. Oh man, I'm already enjoying this highly EMC-ified setup of refined storage, man. Like, holy crap.
The pseudo creative mode that you're playing in right now.
Pretty much. It actually feels a little bit nicer than creative mode in a way, because I'm not Like I don't have to like go in the stupid creative modes menu. I just have this lovely interface. Gosh, the witches they've got a high accuracy, man. I'm going away from the mob zone.
Do we need to put some glass down? Do we need like a protective barrier, man?
I think we need some health and safety precautions, Isaac, because they're hitting me. The employees are striking back at the boss, Isaac, and they're succeeding. All right, this is like a strike,
a literal strike,
a literal strike on my head.
Okay,
and it's highly effective. I'm ready to give them any form of compensation or pay increase that they're after. Oh man!
Don't encourage him, man.
Yeah, I know. God.
Okay, I think some level of containment. I've contained the strike, Nick.
You've contained the strike. Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
I've contained the strike. If I ever become like a business leader, man, someone's got to take that recording and play it to make me look bad. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you anti-worker?
You
Look at
better
this.
be ready for it.
Here's a clip
Isaac.
of you saying you contained a strike
Yeah,
amongst your workers.
Exactly. Oh dear.
I did contain the strike here, Nick, and you know what? I'm happy about it.
That's what, yeah. Oh, you're gonna get cancelled. He's getting cancelled.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right,
This is just
Nick, I've defended you, me, and our honor. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you.
At least I think so. If you get hit again, just let me know. All right.
Okay, I will. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
The only slightly awkward. That's annoying and awkward mixed together. The only slightly awkward part, Nick, of this, I have to make every tier of reactor on the way up. Thankfully,
right.
It's just a shift click kind of dealio here.
Kind of jobby.
Arcane tablet.
Yeah.
And you know what, man?
Yeah,
I'm complaining
nice.
for nothing because it's done now. I've done it.
Yeah, nice.
And we've got the ability to make 8 trillion nitro reactor pieces. So that might be
so
enough.
You want to put that one piece in. That's it. You're sorted. So I'm very curious and looking forward to seeing the output of this.
Well, man. The output I think is going to be high, but then we got the WOFT, the waft.
The waft.
We can waft our way to an increased power output. That's watch your flowing time, by the way, if you weren't following along.
True.
At home.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Can we institute, wafting as a way of, saying that we're going to use the watch your flowing time?
Yeah. Let's waft it. Yeah.
Like I want to waft it.
Away.
Yeah. Let's waft. I think we should
I
think we should waft
I think
it.
that's pretty fair, Isaac.
Good.
I think that's pretty fair.
You like wafting, man?
Waft this away. Yeah.
I know you like waffling.
I do definitely like waffling, Isaac.
Yeah.
Do I like wafting? I mean, wafting. How are we going to define wafting here, Isaac? Like,
in my mind, wafting is like is what those people with big palm leaves do to royalty, right? They kind of waft them back and forth,
like with a fan.
Yeah, what I do to you on the weekends, man, when it's too warm outside.
You need to
relax.
When I need some cooling.
Exactly. When you're overheating from a stressful work week and I need to cool you down.
Why buy AC when you could just use Isaac? It's just so much easier. No, I do very much enjoy that kind of wafting, Isaac.
Do you enjoy doing the wafting? Or like you enjoy getting wafted?
No, I enjoy getting wafted. 100%. Don't get it twisted. I don't do wafting. All right,
Nick,
Isaac.
I enjoy getting wafted. 2020.
I enjoy getting wafted. I
don't even know what that means.
No, neither, to be honest. But we'll roll with it.
Yeah. I like it.
We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it.
So I forget you can use this block to add EMC to your transmit. There is. Oh, I think I just want a personal EMC link. I'm trying to grab the right EMC link so that I can like pump into the reactor here. If you know what I mean.
Right, I see.
The stuff in automatically. I'm also, Nick, for the first time ever, maybe, I'm going to try and be like a good boy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
My ears are pricked up. I'm not used to this this level of
good boyedness.
Goodness,
yeah.
Isaac, yeah.
You just expect me to be a bad boy all the time.
Yeah.
Does this work? I'm going to try and like hide the pipes going into the reactor so that it just looks clean and nice and simple. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm
Thank you.
I'm a bit flabbergasted, to be honest,
Oh, wow.
Isaac. Yeah. Oh man, okay. All right, then. So we've got like extra storage, the mod.
Extra storage?
In
does
this
that
pack,
add more?
which means I can go all the way up to...
Yo.
I'm going up to 4096K storage part here, Isaac.
Just because we have the EMC for it, I assume.
Just because we have the EMC for it. It's 4 million EMC per pop, Isaac.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one. 16 384K storage pop. 11 million EMC per pop. I don't care.
Wow.
I don't even care.
He doesn't care.
I'm going to make one storage disk that's 16 384K, and I'm just going to put that in as the sole disk to our system.
Is that
Isaac? Just as a real
16,
big
16 384K. Is that the biggest one you can do?
That is the biggest one that I can do.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's 1.6 million storage. 16 million?
Yeah, that sounds about right. 16 million. Yeah. So you know, I'm not messing about here, Isaac.
Do we?
All right.
Considering the colossal chest, do we need that much storage space? Or are we in
not,
are we in a
the
post
slightest.
necessity world? Is that what we're?
Yeah, we're in late stage capitalism, but like very late. We're like, you
Ultra
know,
late.
the table's been given back to someone else because we were that late, Isaac. That's how late we are. So yeah. What else do I need? I need a controller, and that's the only thing I need.
Okay, so we're generating like 300 million FE per tick without any watches of flowing time.
Oh my lord, 300 million?
It says 326 MFE per tick is what it says currently.
Jeez. How much was the one Sterling dynamo generating? Can we get a
It was
comparison, please?
generating 160 FE per tick.
Damn. Well, I mean, that is what they call in the industry an upgrade.
Yeah, that's a glow up,
Isaac.
man. That's what that is.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Okay, well, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good
And
indeed.
again, that's not been wafted. I want to reiterate the lack of wafting.
Yes, this is pre-waft.
But also, can I get you in here, man? For
let me have a look. Do you want an audit or
I
something?
want a letter grade on the cleanness of this reactor.
Oh yes, I see what you mean. This is very clean, Isaac.
Right?
So you've gone under the base here in terms of connections.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I guess there is one more thing I could do here. You can put ice into, and you know what? You're fine. People are gonna complain. Even though we don't need 300 million FE per tick, I say that, Nick. I do notice that draconic evolution is on the horizon.
And we have been burned in the past with draconic evolution in terms of the energy requirement, haven't we? So yeah.
So I'm gonna the thing that I can do here is I can add ice to that bottom left slot. Specifically, I think you can put in any type of ice, you know, regular ice, packed ice, blue ice, and I think there's even like a super duper ice that is made by power itself. The super duper ice, though, I think is un-EMCable. Yeah, it's dry ice, and it's made by energizing two blue ice together. It is better, but the fact that the blue ice has EMC means that it's going to be the better way of doing this, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sensible, Isaac.
And I'm going to put down I moved our thermal expansion machines because I want to make space for the wall of crafting over in the other area, and so I'm going to put the industrial contraption machines from FTB into here, and I'm going to move our thermal expansion machines as well, like this, into this room as well, just so that we can have them where the power is being generated.
Very nice. I think I am pretty well sorted in terms of this thing.
I thought you were going to stop there at, I think I am pretty...
I think I am pretty, therefore I am.
I'm assuming that I can do, like, this, put the redstone back in here, and have, like, two of these EMC links kind of pumping into the same pipes. I'm pretty sure I could do this, and then if I grab one more of the EMC links here, and as we mentioned before, the EMC links just allow you to kind of automatically pull out of your transmutation tablet, and because we've got so much EMC being generated, we really don't have to worry about it one bit.
Yeah, so this thing is just going to be fully self-sufficient.
That's the plan, man. If I do that...
No need to touch it, no need to put fuel in it, you know, just completely set and forget.
Yep, and there's the blue iceman in there.
Nice.
Good to go. Boom.
Lovely. Yeah, this is very good.
Okay, and now it's doing 410, 15, 20 million? It's 430, it's climbing, actively climbing.
And still unwafted, Isaac.
Still unwafted.
Here.
We could yet waft this further, man.
Wow.
And so there's a chance, actually.
So I actually think in that situation, Project E will help. Right, Isaac. If
that's true.
There's going to be a heavy energy requirement, Project E's helped tremendously.
That's true. I was going to say, man, if we built the energy balls, we could probably fill like a very
we could fill those bad boys up very quickly. That's a good point. Although that still will be quite the jobby.
What? Real quick, man.
Yeah.
Sorry to
sorry.
interrupt.
Let me Control Z my entire spiel that I was about to do.
Hold on to that line of thought. Do you think I should put these in the wall, maybe? Like here?
These machines? Yeah, that would be nice.
And then we've got this other wall maybe for like the FTB machines or something, potentially?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do this.
These are the Industrial Craft 2 knockoff machines we're about to put down. That's the one you're on about.
The Industrial Craft 2 machines that we got from Wish is what
yes, that's what they do look like that, don't they? I mean, look at them. They just look so plain.
There we go.
I guess they are made out of this very simple machine block.
Also, there was a quest, I think, for Flux Networks. Yeah. There's a quest to make the Flux Core.
So that means wireless energy, question mark?
Yeah, so the Flux Core does have EMC, which is nice. But to make the Flux Core, I gotta whisk together 16 nitro crystals, 4 obsidian, 4 flux dust, and some molten proto-lava. Jeez.
Ooh, it's like bloody baking a cake, man.
And the flux dust requires a superheated blaze burner, which means I need to make another blaze cake, which is the freaking nether gobber foo with the blaze head and the blaze cake and the jeez.
Oh, no, Isaac. No.
Okay, all right, fine. I'm going to Control Z on my line of thought.
Yeah. You Control Z all of that, man. In better news, Isaac, I've got all of the stuff required to put down a refined storage system. Where shall I put it? I've already made wireless crafting grids, if that changes the scope of where we actually put it down. Because it doesn't really matter, apart from the purposes of auto-crafting, if the terminal's done.
Matter. That's a good question, man. Because, we also have refined storage built into it has the wireless transmitters and receivers, I'm fairly certain, and so we should be able, let me type in wireless, is that true? Transmitter, so network transmitters and network receivers, which do use a lot of energy, but we've got 400 million.
I think we've got that.
If we wanted to, we wouldn't have to run a cable, for example, from this quadrant all the way over to the other quadrant. We just put down a network transmitter and receiver, and that would act as a wireless refined storage cable. So really, man, the answer is wherever the heck you want.
Okay,
so long as it looks good.
Power is here, right? So I'm thinking, do I actually integrate it into one of the walls here as well?
I mean, potentially, man,
right?
Yeah. That's
maybe above
entirely possible.
These thermal expansion machines? How many more thermal expansion machines do you think you're going to make?
I don't think we have many more thermal expansion machines.
Okay.
In my estimation.
Okay, maybe I'll leave a 1-block gap and go above it then. That kind of...
Yeah, I think I think that looks good.
Vibroni. Yeah, let me do that.
It's my favorite pasta, man.
Yeah, same.
Vibroni.
Vibroni. Yeah, second to rigatoni.
Yeah.
First. Rigatoni is second. Sorry, I do apologise.
You got a favorite pasta, man?
I really like the tube-shaped one, but that's a bit wider than the normal tube-shaped one that everyone thinks of.
Penne. Penne is like a normal tube shape, right?
Yes, correct. Not penne.
It's
the other one.
Oh, I've got I've got a T in my head. It's not.
Yeah. You know what I'm on about.
I do know what you're on about.
Is it rigatoni?
Rigatoni.
It is rigatoni. So I was right in my original sentence. Yes.
Here's some energy for you, man, if you need it.
Thank you. I'm just wondering how to make this. So I'm going to put the controller in the middle, maybe. Like that. Is that going to work?
I can.
How it works.
I can run you some energy to wherever you need it. Man, we got the nitro cables now. These can transfer a million FE per tick, so we can't even access our full power with the nitro cables here, man. We would have to put hundreds of them down.
We need super nitro ultra cables. Okay, yeah, that's good. And then I would like, maybe I'll put down a crafter either side or something for basic crafts. I'm just trying to think how I can symmetricize this efficiently. Or actually, maybe I'll just put 2 disk drive drives down. Here we go. Disk drive. I can just pull one of these out of my
that makes sense.
arcane transmutation tablets.
And you could whack a lot of stuff in there, man.
Oh yeah, I can. The world is my refined storage oyster, Isaac. It's here we go. Let's do this. Let's put down the pattern terminal, which I think I've made.
Okay, while you work on that, man, I am going to pivot back, I guess, to the mechanical crafting wall here. The good news here is that the mechanical crafting wall isn't too difficult to make, and the even gooder news, man, is that it has an EMC value. Can you believe it?
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very
so we only have to make one set of the mechanical crafters, which I thought I could do, or did I put the electron tube in here? I did. And then from
That's
there,
actually
we can
really
just put
handy.
the whole wall down, man.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Cool. And so, I guess also, man, do we want to be forward-facing? So the recipe for the charger only requires like a 3x4 wall of crafters. However, we have seen that in the future, there is this kind of giant 9x9 crafting wall for the infinity ingot that we need to set up somewhere. I guess part of the question is like, where are we gonna put that?
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
you feel my anxiety. My question.
I do feel it, but heavily, Isaac. Actually, I can feel it exuding from your voice.
Okay, I'll just do the crafter for now, and then we'll think about we'll think about the future when the future comes, man. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
A swell idea.
That's a swell idea. Make some range add-ons for our inevitable.
Is the creative range add-on, the infinity range booster, is that a doable thing for us, or?
Let's have a look. So, infinity range booster. Yes.
Yo.
I think very easily, actually.
Let's go.
Well, let me just flipping whip up one of those then in my arcane transportation tablet. I think I can literally shift click that in. Totally can. That's insane.
Is that too fast? Or is that just not allowed? Might just not be allowed. I think I tried to do a forbidden task, Nick.
Have you been naughty?
I've been,
Isaac?
yeah, Santa's put me on his naughty list for the year, man. Don't you worry. I'm not getting what I want for Christmas this year.
Standard stuff, Isaac. Standard stuff.
Okay. Right. So I need so much garbage now to make this work. So I need brace casing is actually not garbage. That's very easy to do. And I'm going to make a point, as I should always be doing, Nick, of teaching as I go here and making sure our system are
Yeah.
to learn. Brass. Yes, good. That works. Okay. So I need brass casing, andesite alloy. We should already have. We do. It's not yet been taught, so I will taught it. Then the slightly tricky bit. So the copper spool, as well as the capacitor. Everything else seems fine because we should have the electron tubes taught. I'm pretty sure I just did that. And then we should also have the industrial plates. Those should be in the system. Annoyingly, those industrial plates don't have an EMC value, so we do have to make them via the Ultra every time, which is kind of why I was thinking it would be a good idea to get that refined storage system kind of somewhat up and running. You running into trickiness?
I think the only thing that I am running into, I'm just going to put this wireless transmitter, I'm going to hang it off the back here like that, and then put the range add-on in, is this getting power? And if the answer is yes, why is my controller not filling up with energy? My controller is not controlling, Isaac.
Let me come take a look in just a second, Nick, because I'm on the precipice of this craft being completed. I said that I need 3 copper spools, which needs an empty spool, which needs an iron plate. Okay, yeah. Gosh, we need everything. Teaching man, let me take a look at what you've got going on.
I can't charge my wireless crafting grid in the reactor, even though there's a big lightning bolt spot. Yeah,
it doesn't let you just put it in the thing. It
doesn't let me put it in there. What the hell? I was looking forward to that.
I do also notice what you're saying here about it not.
It's not doing the thing that it should be doing.
Do I have to do this?
Oh yeah, that worked. That definitely worked.
Yeah, but it looks horrendous. It means I have to have this kibble.
So your bottom feeding failed, Isaac. This is what happens when you try and be a bottom feeder. All right. Oh, dear. Well, if you have a look, Isaac, we now have 262 million storage items available.
Nice. Oh, you went all new 16,384K.
I thought, why not? Screw it. So the literal only thing I need now is a method to charge our wireless crafter grids.
Does it? So it still can't go into the
Oh, actually, let me have a look.
Into the reactor?
Yeah, no, the slot. Yeah, no, it's not going. It's not clicking into that slot. It's real.
Very odd, man.
A real shame because I thought we've done that before. Is it because the wireless crafting grid is from refined storage add-ons and not just refined storage? That's always been from refined storage.
Yeah, no, I think so. Maybe. That sounds plausible.
How weird. Okay, if
maybe
I just
like an
charge,
energetic infuser or something.
Energetic infuser.
I mean, to be fair, I am on the brink of making a charger, Nick, which I'm also somewhat confident
okay. Yes, I assume it will work in that as well. I will. I'll hold off then.
I mean, we probably should pivot into actually getting Flux networks as difficult as it's going to be, just to get the wireless charging aspect.
Of
that mod, you know.
Yeah, so we don't have to charge these things.
Yeah.
Ever. I think you're right. One slight downside is that we don't have the upgraded crafters. I don't think, which is a shame.
Just the standard basic boy
just the
crafters.
Different colours.
Oh, no,
all these different colours.
Iron crafter, gold crafter, diamond crafter, netherite crafter, extra storage, man.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the bottom. You're so right. That's so good. Okay,
much
well
nicer.
let me just get a netherite crafter then, and then we'll be pretty well sorted there.
Good. Yeah, and I was going to be concerned for a second. Not that I think it necessarily is going to matter so much. I feel like with the MC, we don't need as many crafters, but the netherite crafter, just if nothing else, is faster, which is that is true. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I thought I was making stuff like the 16384K storage disk. I was like, I thought that was a additional thing, but I wasn't looking at the bottom here where it had all of these extra crafters from the extra storage mod.
All right, I have the charger, the Tesla coil, Nick.
Nice.
Ready to go. So I think, again, this is one of those situations where we really do want to get wireless power, because up until, it means I have to do this if I want to make it work. But if you put your
do I put them in the depot here?
Yeah, look at that. I think it's done.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, you want to take that, Isaac? There you go. Done. Yeah, and I believe I've connected this. Yeah, it's just that the system is truly empty. So I assume we want to external storage this.
Oh, to everything else.
To everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
via probably the wireless refined storage connections that we can make that you mentioned earlier.
Yes. Because we need to connect both the colossal chest and
the drawers.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So if you want to kind of teach the network and receiver and network transmitter are the names of the items.
Let me do that. Here we go. Network transmitter.
While you do that, I'm going to use our Certus Quartz essence to craft some Certus Quartz crystals, and then from there, I should be able to take these, and hopefully the charged Certus Quartz also has an EMC value. It does not. That would have been
I remember seeing that it does not. Yeah, that's
This is fast though, man. The charging, like way faster than the stuff from A2.
Yeah, dude, that's so good. Okay, so the wireless network transmitters and receivers have been taught. External storages have been taught.
Nice.
So I don't think I've oh, hello, Lamas. I've not.
You don't think you've used these?
I don't think I've ever used these. Yeah,
so,
I've heard about them, Isaac. I have certainly heard about them.
Myth, the legend. If you whack down your transmitter above the crafting grid, let's say here, we can put down a couple of these, really, as many as we like.
Grab one. So a network transmitter.
Yeah, whack that in there. You do then need a network card.
Okay, so let's have a look.
Very, very easy to make.
Network cards. Yeah, I see this. Let me make that, teach that, grab a couple more. Yeah, and I'll put that in here.
Where are we putting that? So do you want to come over to do we start with the colossal chest, or do you want to start with the storage drawers?
Let's start with the colossal chest. Okay. So I assume I put the network card in here.
Not yet, no.
Not yet, okay.
No. So are we dismantling our simple storage network?
I mean, the range add-on I made does that make it interdimensional?
I think so. The Infinity Range add-on. Let me check.
Yeah, then we probably can. Sure
well, no, there's a dimension card that comes after the Infinity Range booster. If you press U on the Infinity Range booster, it then goes to a dimension card, which I think is the next step on top of that.
Yeah, I can actually make that as well.
Yeah,
quite easily.
I think we can, dismantle this. Yeah.
Yes, the simple storage network. In that case, yes.
Well,
let's do that.
Real quick then, I guess, because we're going to have to disconnect this here like that.
Oh, okay,
you're going to have to put like the external storage onto that colossal chest. I just want to make sure you have the things you need, which I'm assuming you do. I assume everything is EMCable at this point.
Exactly, yeah. So it's all in the other system, like the transmutation tablet, rather than anything that's connected to actual storage that we have, which is nice.
Yes. So if you want to put down your external storage here on this colossal chest interface.
Let me do that. So, Mr. Interface, here we go. There it is, yeah.
Cool. And then if you just I think you could probably whack the receiver like right next to that.
Network receiver, so I'll put that.
I want to get rid of this core. Like that, get rid of the network root maybe.
Okay.
Gosh, you do break things slowly when you're flying.
When you're flying, yeah, you do. Okay, so there's that.
If you right-click or shift-right-click, one of those two, with the card on the network receiver, it should link the card to the receiver.
Yeah, I think that has done that link to this. Yeah.
And then now you got to put it into one of the transmitters, and that's just connected.
Okay.
I've put down 3 because I figured we're going to need a few, and I like the symmetry of it. And just whack it in.
Yeah, it's in.
And then as soon as it's in, I'm going to kind of get rid of this crafting remote because it's the one from Simple Storage Networks.
Just like that. Oh, wow. I was wondering if the receiver would actually need power. Or but it doesn't, it looks like, right? So that's
no, it uses the power like from the controller.
From
it
the
does
wireless.
Use more power.
Yeah, right. But it's wirelessly getting its power. Okay, that's super handy. So that's like one core system done.
Yes, we need to do the same thing again. You need one more
so if I get another network card and another receiver.
Yeah, because then we can do the same over here with the draw controller, right?
So, network cards, network receiver.
Also, I'm going to put an external storage down on that EMC link. The refined EMC link. Yeah, so that all becomes available as well. Cable, Cabal.
Okay, our draw controller is here. So, I just need to do external storage, network receiver.
Could you set the priority on that to like +10 or something on the external storage by the storage door? Because that is where we want things to try and go first.
Priority +10. That's
nice.
And then perfect. Storage, and then network card. And then that is linked. And then I'll put that in, let's say, the middle one.
Nice. Good. And then we've got one spare and space for even more if we want to connect up, anywhere else in the base, which is
so now wireless crafting grid, just got all our stuff just chilling.
Yeah. Have you if you go to your options controls keybind, you can change the wireless crafting grid to Z as opposed to the
perfect. Yeah, let me do that.
Curio remote or whatever it was by default.
Z, reset Curio, and then let's go wireless crafting grid.
Do we have water anywhere? Like a bucket down on the floor? I don't think we do.
Apart from the aqueous accumulator.
Oh yeah, that'll do, man. That'll do.
It's very handy. Yeah.
So I'm assuming this hasn't changed. Are you gonna put it in your bauble slot again as well if you want your curious slot?
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's get rid of this crafting remote.
Gosh, I've run out of Eternalist fuel, and I'm not flying.
Wow, I've got 64 blocks in my inventory. They're holding strong. I think I topped this up last episode. So I'm flying around willy-nilly like it's free.
Gosh, you don't want to be... Oh, jeez, I've done this wrong.
Oh, no.
That's fine. You don't want to be doing things willy-nilly, man.
Yeah. My friend willy-nilly, he's suing for defamation, slander, copyright infringement, everything.
Yeah. What his legal name is William
Nilliam.
Nillius.
William Nilliam. And he's been shortened to willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. Are you still carrying around your 10 power pouch, man? You been a good boy?
Yeah. How much time have I got? 3 hours, 47 minutes, 21 seconds.
Jeez, I got almost 10 hours, man.
Yeah. You damn speedrunner.
Yeah, that's me. Time guzzler.
Yeah, you are. You're guzzling all this time, Isaac. Willy-nilly. You're guzzling it willy-nilly. Right, where was I? I was making really good crafters.
Type in
have you
whisk,
spotted
man,
something?
into JI.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a bloody...
Grappling whisk.
A grappling whisk. A grappling whisk. Jeez, is this like a whisk from Create where you can just throw it at some items that are on the ground and they just whisk them without having to put it in like a basin and stuff? I hope so.
Whatever it is, man, I'm kind of intrigued. It's got me thinking.
You grappling with the idea of making one?
Essentially.
I hope you are.
I'm grappling with a lot of things right now, man. Don't you worry. Hooks, unfortunately, not one of them. Okay, let me do this. So I guess, man, we also, I guess, the whole purpose of this is, could you make another receiver?
Yes. In fact, I think receivers should be available upon request in your
I got a slight
thingy, Isaac. Arcane transportation tablet.
Yeah, no, but I wanted you to take it out for me, Nick, so I could feel,
So you could feel something. I see.
We got a slight problem.
What's up?
There's a recipe.
Let me come over to you.
If you look at so we're trying to make the Fluix crystals, right? Like from A2.
Yeah.
Because that's the next requirement. The Fluix crystal recipe is a charged Certus quartz, a nether quartz, and a redstone with water in a whisk, right?
I see this, yeah.
However, when I put those items in, I don't get Fluix crystals. I get rose quartz. Like if I do 1, 2, 3, it whisks together. Oh no, that time it worked. Okay, of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Fine. And then now if I do a stack, boom, 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 I'm assuming it's going to make as many as I need. Annoyingly, I'm assuming, again, these don't have any MC value. They do not. But that is a quest complete.
No, that would be too nice.
What I was thinking, like, it's a little bit awkward, and this is kind of the reason why I was hoping that we could utilize AE2, but I've got an idea. It's a janky idea, but I have an idea. Okay,
I'm willing to hear it and experiment with it.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate your willingness.
Hear it and dismiss it. All right.
So I'm assuming that you have the netherite crafter taught.
Not yet. I was making some network receivers. That's when I got bamboozled.
Okay,
Isaac.
Right. Well, then,
yes.
Get back to me, Nick, when you've done your job.
All right, I'll circle back.
Thank
Isaac.
you.
Fine.
Okay.
It should be
in that case
pretty soon, to be honest.
All right, I'm going to try and make an inscriber then in the time that it takes you to do that, because that's also apparently a requirement.
You inscribe.
Yeah.
You inscribe. I'll describe.
We can both prescribe.
Exactly. It's really
onto the
just
world.
a case of like putting diamond blocks in the arcane transmutation tablet so that it then knows how to make diamond blocks, and then I can make a diamond crafter, and then exact same with netherite. Netherite.
Okay, so I can put this here to give it power. I can. Jeez, you've just done refined storage, man, and here we are with freaking A2. Can you believe it?
I know, right? I know.
How do we get the presses? Actually, I'm going to hold off on that. You have the netherite crafter, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's in the thing.
Yes.
It is. Nice.
Yes.
Right. So what we need to do is we need to put down like a crafter like this, right? Going into the blood altar. Now, if you open the crafter, oh geez, are we in
trouble? Are we in a pickle?
Might be in trouble. And by trouble, I basically mean that I might have just wasted your time. Yeah, because I think what we need to do, you'll see inside of the regular crafter here in the top left corner, there's a crafting mode option, whereas the netherite crafter, there is no such option.
Ah, right. And I assume that goes all the way back to all of these refined storage add-on ones. Yes, right. It's just the actual basic.
Which is unfortunate, but should be fine. So basically, by default, the crafter will kind of just like keep putting stuff in.
Yeah.
I believe if it's like kind of locked open, right? And so, you know what? Throw down like a network transmitter or receiver or whatever, just like on the crafter for now. We're going to move it, but that's if you whack it on there and link it
or something.
Yeah. We have a pattern grid, is that correct?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Oh, we do have a pattern grid. Nice. Do you have any blank patterns? Let me check blank.
They are. They should be available on tap.
Oh,
thankfully.
Just like in the
thing. Right, network receiver. I'll do this, and then I'll put it in a free slot, which I think we have one more of here.
Okay, so if I wanted to, for example, teach how to make the blank slate, we would click this in and encode. So now it knows that rocky dirt equals blank slate. So we could then whack that in here. Rocky dirt is on tap from the EMC link, so we have that just infinitely, right? Let me see then. So if I was to, once again, set this to extract and make sure it has the gigafast upgrade in it, like this, to pull out very quickly. From there, let me just throw down like a chest for now. Obviously, we need some kind of importer eventually, but for now, if I just do this, this might actually just be fine the way it is. Let's have a look. So now blank slates are requestable. If I requested 128 blank slates and hit start, that is pulling out rocky dirt, which is maybe, I guess this is where it gets tricky, man, because here, the question becomes, like, so obviously you can fix this by whitelisting the item pipe, right, to only extract blank slates. That works. But now, for example, let's imagine that we taught it how to make the higher tier of slate.
Yeah, then
and we
you'd
wanted
have
to pull that out. It would pull out the blank slate.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Because they're already whitelisted. So do we want to instead blacklist? Oh, it just wouldn't work, because if you blacklist rocky dirt, but then
it's not going to
you still run into the same problem.
Correct. Ooh, yeah, it's dicey, right? And you don't want to set up like a dedicated blood altar per thing.
No,
right?
No. It's a shame we don't have laser IO. That was
very powerful.
That was very useful for these kinds of situations.
But I don't know. Even then, I don't know how we would do it, right? Because like, how do we tell the thing extracting from the blood altar what to extract when it can when the things, because of the fact that like there's like 5 tiers of slate, and each tier of slate requires the previous tiers of slate, and at different points in time we want the item pipe to pull out different tiers of slate, right?
That's right.
Like there are times where it's pull out tier 1. It doesn't. This pipe has no knowledge of what the refined storage system is requesting.
It's a dumb pipe.
It is, yeah. It's a pipe. Yeah, there's no knowledge, man. There's no knowledge.
Oh yeah, this is new territory.
Like teaching other stuff, like and to be fair, we might not need to teach the slates. You know, maybe that's unnecessary. The reinforced iron plates, or whatever they're called, the industrial grade metal,
industrial things. Yeah.
That one's easy
all
enough.
of that's quite easy. Yeah,
correct.
Because that you don't need that to then turn into something else.
Correct.
So that you just whitelist that, or blacklist the base resource. So
I guess what we could do is we could just teach the highest tier of slate that we use regularly, and that way if we need those we can just request them because they're the hardest, whereas rocky dirt is not difficult to do, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I guess this is kind of just going to have to be how it is.
How it be. Yeah, which is all right. Like it's useful for most things, just not chain blood
Crafting.
infusions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, do we want to be good boys, Nick, here and make this look better?
Probably, I suppose, right?
Because it looks kind of bad. This is where things get a little janky, but I think could work out quite nicely in our favor. So I'm going to take these out of here, and I guess I'm going to move. Also, that does mean that we can use the netherite crafter, because I've not actually used the redstone crafting in any way, shape, or form.
Thing, yeah. What would the redstone part have been used for? Is there like some way that the blood altar can...
You can use the redstone crafting option to kind of set the crafter up in such a way that it sends like one unit of craft at a time. Like it won't send items to the next craft until the first craft has returned an item. That was the logic there. But here, what I'm thinking, man, is that we can go under the platform. There is an incense altar here. We're going to get rid of that. I don't think we're going to need it going forward because we're not sacrificing ourselves. So I'm going to put the crafter, and I guess in this case I might as well use the netherite crafter. Did I pick that up, or have I? That's fine. I'll grab it out of the system. The netherite crafter can go on the bottom of the blood altar, right? So it's going to send from the bottom like this. And I think I've put that down the wrong way around. Because of course I have, because it's kind of hard to put it down the right way around. Yeah. Classic crafter logic, placement logic. I might need Are we doing all of our
Oh, I see
refined
what
storage
you've done
crafting?
here.
Like, oh no, I opened the chest.
Oh dear.
Okay, I think that's correct.
I think that's
pointed
correct.
out.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, and then the network transmitter or receiver. Do you have that, or did I? Has it been deleted somehow? Like,
It might have been deleted. I have no idea. But I have many.
There's no vacuum chest around here. Did I? Oh no, it's in the system. I see. I've put it away like a silly billy.
Right.
But
I see.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I probably put the network card away as well, man. To be honest.
Yeah. You know what? Let me go put some more transmitters down then. If you're going to.
Oh no, this is using the same one as before, right? We don't.
Oh yes, that's true. I'm going to do that anyway, just for future
expansion.
Future network receivers that get put down.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Which one was the one that we? Which one was the last one?
So you want the last one was the one on, I think it was this one that you're accessing? Yeah, I think it was that one, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, that looks right. The block calculation seems to be the same.
Ooh, gosh.
Okay. The only, so this is one of those situations where we now do need to use the crafter. Do we have the crafter manager? What do we have here?
Oh, that's, I think I put that down, but I'm not 100% sure. I put down a monitor, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
The crafter manager is the one that lets us put the patterns in kind of remotely.
Ah, okay.
And the reason we need that is that I have put the crafter in a position that's unreachable currently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this kind of up to here, and I'm going to get rid of this guy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then might as well do a top row of these transmitters as well, right?
Cool. But now in here, you'll see that we've got, it says blood altar, and that's the crafter under the blood altar, so I can put this in here. Good. Cool. Then, so if you come over here, man, the thing is, this is where things get a little tricky, but potentially good.
Interesting.
Yeah. So right now, we need to extract from the blood altar, right? And we don't want this here or this here because it looks poopy, right?
Yeah.
So if we want it to look decent, that's where we can use these entangled blocks.
Okay.
So down here, you put down an entangled block. Now, can bind entangled blocks to other blocks. I think I shift right click on the entangled block down here. I put the entangled block under the platform, by the way, with my entangled binder. Then I believe I right click or maybe shift right click onto the blood altar. And then now, I think, hold on, let me do this and this. There we go. If you come under here, man, I have now linked this entangled block to the blood altar. And so now this acts as the blood altar.
Oh, wow.
And we can pipe into and out of this as if it were the blood altar.
And can you put down multiple entangled blocks that are bound to the same blood altar?
That might be doable, yeah.
Yeah, so if you wanted different input-outputs, damn.
Yeah, but so here now, like I can take the importer, I can put the importer here, and if we wanted to, for example, get those industrial grade metals, let me get those out. They're in this drawer here somewhat awkwardly. If I take one of those and add them to the importer list, that's now set to import those, and it's filtered. I do set that to whitelist, actually, not blacklist. But now, if you go and request industrial grade metal, man, like request as many as you like, I think that should just work.
Industrial, I'm going to request 3 stacks, 192, start. Yeah, it's coming in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And that's going to be doing its thing up there on the blood altar. Because
it's sending it through,
cool.
And then it's getting imported, right?
That's very cool.
Yeah. And then I guess the other thing that we can do here as well, man, if we want to make it continue to make it look nicer, is that we can now get rid of this fluid pipe, because we can extract from this
into the entangled block.
Yes. And I think, I don't know what the range is on the entangled block, but let me see here. If I put down like another entangled block here, right, and I use my binder, if I shift right click on this other blood altar up here, and then I right click down here, that also works. And if you look at this, man, it actually shows the blood orb in the blood altar up there.
Oh, it does. So you're basically going to transfer from one blood altar into the other blood altar, just all in this little freaking server room.
Look at that.
Damn.
And obviously now we have to be able to escape, but like, so now we've managed to get rid and fully clean up this area up here. You know, we can replace now just the dark matter pedestals to make it look nicer. And bada bing, bada boom, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Those are super nifty.
This is super cool, man. Yeah, no, that's really cool.
And I guess if we wanted to, we could kind of do the same thing with the, like over here, I could solve my pipe coming out of the floor problem, I think, by using another entangled block.
Oh, sure, yeah.
To hide that, right? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's nice that it's a mod that lets you kind of do it with any block. It's not specific to a single mod, right? It's not like something from Blood Magic that lets you do it in Blood Magic. It's its own thing that lets you do it with anything. So.
Yeah, the entangled block mod. So I think also right now, like the industrial grade metals that you requested have only just finished. I think this is one of those situations where the speed upgrades from refined storage.
Oh, right. Okay, sure.
Will make that netherite crafter just like even faster.
Was that the limiting factor here?
I believe so. Let me put like 4 speed upgrades in. Yeah. I don't think stack upgrades help, and then we put this back down like that. And then I might need to rebind that actually, because I picked up the network receiver, and I think it needs rebinding. Hold on, let me rebind. Give me a second. Gotta go shift right click on you. Good. And then let me whack that back in to the network transmitter, and we should see that come back online, I think. Yes. And then we can do the same thing actually. If I grab some more speed upgrades, I can put them into the importer as well, because that could also be part of the limiting factor, right? How fast they get pulled out. So if you request like another 200 or whatever.
Go. So industrial grade metals. When it already exists,
middle mouse button.
Middle mouse, that's the one.
Oh. Control shift middle mouse? Control shift click. Control shift click works.
Click. That's it. Right, here we go. Perfect. So I'm going to request another 256. Yeah, that's coming in way faster.
There we go. Look at that.
And
nice.
This blood altar is just, I mean, obviously this is a low blood usage craft, but it's just keeping up, man. It's just unfazed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's really good.
I do wonder. So first of all, slate. Like this is, we've kind of run out of time here, but in terms of like the ethereal slates, do we need these for anything? Like I'm wondering what the highest tier of slate we should autocraft is, because I feel like we've used a lot of demonic slates, but I feel like there's not really much use for the other slates. But honestly, looking at this, the demonic slates have really only been used in the making of runes. Which is why we've needed a lot of them, felt like we needed a lot of them, but yeah. So I don't even know if we need more slates automated, honestly. Yeah, it's the same with ethereal, man. It's just runes in terms of crafting. Yeah, it's literally all just runes. Yeah. So you might not need it. Might not even need that. So there is a recipe here, actually, that's definitely going to put our altar to the test, Nick. If you type in Insanium Essence. Yes, this is another one, isn't it? Yes, and Insanium Essence, this is a lot nicer. So that's 100,000 per craft. Bloody hell. This is nice because we can teach it Insanium, and if we want anything else, we can downcraft it, right? Insanium Essence, just by, as far as I'm aware. I don't think so, unfortunately. Like, normally that does work that way. No, you are right. Yeah, you're right. It's not there in the recipes, at least, which is kind of annoying. It is annoying, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to figure that one out as well. Hopefully we don't need too much of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not going to... I forgot that was also like a recursive craft that we're going to have to work through. Yeah, that's the downside. Flipping heck. Anyway, Nick, unfortunately, that's going to have to do it. Next time we'll come back and we will continue, I guess. We're in a much better spot now to work through this project. It will help Questline. We'll see about doing some more AE2 and getting some of these machines from FTB Industrial Contraptions, and we're working towards getting Antimatter to get started with Draconic Evolution. But, as always, that is a problem for future Nick and future Isaac. For now, we're out of time for this episode of Project Sacrifice.